Welcome to My AI and I, where technology meets humanity. Today's episode, LangGraph Teams, Episode 2. Welcome back. This is our second episode on LangGraph and creating a team. What I did was I have added in the blog section of myaiandI.ai, our website. I'll put the link in the description for the YouTube video. And in the blog section, I have added the cheat sheet for episodes 1 and 2. And then also I'm adding in the code for this main PY. So this can be like your starter to make other teams to do other things, right? So basically, this has already been made. It's supposed to have, so it pulls in LangGraph here because we already did that in the first episode. And then it has the other things that it's doing. It kind of goes all the way down. It talks about, here it's giving, I tried to get it to where it gave enough direction so that you know what's going on. These are our different, so we have a visualizer. So basically this is the dream architect team, right? So it's like comes up with the dreams. So we have the visualizer, the narrative builder, the symbol interpreter, and the dream scribe. And then it shows you kind of how this all comes together here. And basically, I'm just going to run it and show you what it does. And then you can run over and get all this information from the website. I realized I was supposed to do this last week, but there's been a lot going on, so I haven't had time. But basically, this gives you, and it's late tonight, so I'm trying to get this done for you guys because I promised you I would. And so basically, what this does is this just runs the main.py, and I've got a little error there, but it's nothing. So what it's doing is it's thinking, it's running through all this. Here's all the stories it's made before, and it also creates an image to show like what it's been doing. So we're gonna wait for it to decide. There we go. So it came back, it saved the story that it just came up with. So that's the 7th one. And then it also made a graphic. So this graphic basically shows how this works. So it starts here. The dream coordinator is basically a project manager, right? And then you have the different ones that it goes through. So the visualizer goes back here. It talks to the dream coordinator again. Comes back here to the narrative builder, goes back, comes down here, goes back. Finally, it goes here to the scribe who writes it all, and then it goes to the end, and that's when it spits all this out. So that it creates this every time, but it's the same every time, right? Because this is how this is set up to work. But it will create an image for you, which I think is really cool. Then of course there's the code, and then here's the entry. So of course we're dealing with OpenAI's latest build on the assistants is 2023, so that may be where this one's coming from too. But you can read the stories. And then if you want, you can make your own team by changing this up. Now, what you can do is stick this in chat. And if you're like, hey, I don't want a dream team, I want it to do something else, right? This is a perfect foundation for you to build whatever kind of team you want to build. And so you just need to toss this in ChatGPT, and say, hey, I'd like to have this switched over. This is what I want. I don't want this. I want this and this and this, or whatever you want instead. And then have it help you. I would choose one of the models that are better at coding. Um, you know, Navi, which is 4.0, was like, "Oh, I can help you," and it was chaos. In some regards, fine, but more complicated stuff, not so great. So you might want to choose like O3 or O4 Mini High instead to help you, or if you use, Anthropic's Claude or whatever, something else to do the coding, you can do that. But anyway, I did want to make this because I told you I would, and I've got all the stuff. Like I said, it's on my site, so that way you're not starting from scratch. It took me a long time to get the original team done, and it was very frustrating. So at least this way you're starting with a good foundation and you can move forward. Anyway, I hope this helped, and hope you have a great night. Thank you for watching.
Hey everyone, if you liked this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.